Yeah, walk in the building like I got $1 million on me in cash. Hey, tired of counting the hired accountants, they doing the math. Hey, took it to places they never could make it. I'm forming a pack. Hey, not going back. Hey, not going back. Let's go. Not from this planet. Pull up an alien rocket shit. They try to study the way I've been doing it. They gon' need paleontologists. Feel like I'm one of the greats. Money, I'm making a lot of it. I did a billion streams independent. I swear that they barely acknowledge it. Okay, that means that I gotta go harder. I'm flipping a switch. Battery charging, I'm ready to flip. Feel like I'm Arthur, I'm balling my face. Give me the corner, but calling it quits. Making money, bigger problems. Yeah, they said to me, I don't ever worry cause the stress now gets me. Live and direct from the mind of my destiny. Diamonds of pressure, I drive an intensity. Lo and behold, sticking around when they told me to go. Calling me up, nobody home. Spinning these numbers like rotary phones. Hey, lo and behold, house made of glass, they throwing these stones. Markham, Ontario, locally grown. Went off the map, I'm globally known. Walk in the building like I got $1 million on me in cash. Hey, tired of counting the hired accountants, they doing the math. Hey, took it to places they never could make it. I'm forming a pack. Hey, not going back. Hey, not going back.
It's the one in a million chance that you run up and not end up pissing in blacks. I mean the cornerstone out of the corner boy, Poppy still still got my pick in the glass. Say why they keep messing with you? I miss it the beat, got burners and burners with second degree. I just told my test, I ain't stressing, but she's like I'm back in that thing and like less than a week. I just parked in the building. Matter of fact, I just stopped in the building and shot to the ceiling. Got art in apartments.
Let's go. Welcome to the main event. Applying pressure, but I promise I ain't make it then. In their head, still free. I ain't paying rent. Wake up in the AM making cheese like Mercedes Benz. Whoa, yeah. Please don't take offense. It isn't you. I'm just not interested in making friends. My biggest fear is finding out that this game will win. So go ahead, but I'm staying in. Okay, drop a song and pop up on your phone like I was YouTube. Connected to the fans without a hand. I did it Bluetooth. The only time I come up short is when they watching YouTube. Spinning with the deal. No wonder why my screws loose. Taking off and I can't stop. I beat them all by landslide. Houdini, I popped out of that box, even with hands tied. Big dog like Sandlot, but it's real life, no fantasize. Count money a damn lie, my hands clean, no sanitize. Whoa, had to switch up on the flow. Gotta keep them on their toes. I move quick, I make the most. Why they copy what I wrote? Follow everything I post. Never trip about a clone, cause they know what's a sheep to a goat. Yeah. Welcome to the main event. Applying pressure, but I promise I ain't make it then. In their heads, living free. I ain't paying rent. Wake up in the AM making cheese like Mercedes Benz. Whoa, hey, please don't take offense. It isn't you, I'm just not interested in making friends. My biggest fear is finding out that this game will win. So go ahead, but I'm staying in.
If you don't like me, better close your eyes, I'm about to shine. But take a picture when you see me, cause I doubt you find another like me. Yeah, I'm on the front, no other sun. The way I'm blazing, as I like the earth just got another sun. I tell you about anti-social, well you social, cause I only be hanging with goats, so they never told you I'm a soldier. You ain't got nothing on me. I've been killing and grilling the rappers. I'm right.
Nah, I encourage that, Josh.
Dangerous. You don't wanna take this risk. I don't play with kids, no, I am not on MC's list. I'm on my grown man team. You don't steady stacking the racks up. I got a hard drive, so if I fall, I'm going back up.
Welcome to the main event.
All right, guys, I got to tell you, we have a very cool thing coming up. Big shout out to my brother. If you've, Chris, wait, I will buy one of these bags for you. So, I can't believe we didn't put one in yours. But Chris, admit it, you got a very nice package. So, my brother is going to be doing a limited run of his beef jerky. He's not like it's his own little home blend of beef jerky. It's the cleanest beef jerky you'll ever eat. I love it. It's so good. Anyone that's had it has been like, it's the best beef jerky ever. I don't want to oversell it, but it is that good. I used to buy beef jerky at the store and I just don't anymore. It's not about the price. It's just that it's not as good as his. So, I know, I feel bad, Chris. So I'm going to buy a bag of this for you. We're going to be announcing this weekend. Look for this tomorrow or Sunday. It's going to go fast, guys. We're going to limit purchases. And the only way you can order it is if you have a shipment coming, because we're not charging for shipping. We're trying to keep costs on it as low as possible. Obviously, meat's expensive. But he has sweet and spicy garlic and Montreal steak. And they're both fantastic. I'm a steak dude. I like the Montreal steak. He likes the sweet and spicy garlic. We have some cool pictures to show you guys. We're gonna put it up. The family bag is 6 ounces. It's heavy, dude. Like, it's bigger than this bottle of tequila. Let me pull it back. So, like, it's hard to judge jerky, and these are full bags. He's like, I wish I would have bought bags. He's still learning. But these aren't like bags where you get to, like, here and it's air. This meat goes up to the top, dude. It is 6 full ounces of jerky. It is, I promise. And he's going to be doing these for 20. I think he said. Don't quote me. I gotta fully ask him. 20. Or the 2.5, I think he said is... Let me get it together. I want to make sure I know it. But, like, either way, he has the 2.5 ounce bags and the 6 ounce bags. And we're going to be selling a short amount of them. And so I have shipping ready to go out on Monday. So we're calling it a Super Bowl special. And you'll have it for the Super Bowl. Our hope is that you guys enjoy it so much, you share it with your friends on the Super Bowl. That's honestly our goal. We want you guys to enjoy it on the Super Bowl. Tell your friends. We're going to do it a couple times. We're going to like do special releases. We've been talking about it. We're super excited. I hope you guys get a chance to try it. I can tell you Josh and Doug have tried it. Dude, I have mango habanero up here. He didn't make it for that. Mango habanero is pricey because it's expensive to make. He makes it clean, dude. It's so good. He makes this himself. It's in his smoker. It's so good. So Greg, we'll give you guys a chance. And again, I'll probably give some bags away, but it's better than any jerky you've ever had. I promise. I stand by that statement. You can tell me I'm wrong, and I would dare you to challenge it. Because I'm a Wild Bill's jerky fan. Y'all like Wild Bill's jerky? Like Jack Link's, all that stuff. That's garbage. That's just I'm not a like Jack Link's. Like I do like Old Trapper is all right. Old Trapper's not bad, but I'm like Wild Bill's is pretty good. Y'all have a favorite jerky? Go ahead. Tell me what your favorite jerky is. Let me know. I'm gonna take a shot real quick with you guys, or a halfie. I don't want to get too fucked up. We got a break to do. Doug says he'll eat a bag a day. There he is. Dougie and Josh are in here. I need you guys tonight. So, and I've had so many homemade jerkies because we live in Pennsylvania. Everyone does jerky, deer jerky, and like they all like smoke meat and that. And when he started doing it, I was like, all right, well, that's cool. And the first couple batches were like good, but they were, dude, I don't know what he did. My brother is a perfectionist, and he's perfected it. It's very good. Homemade's the bomb. All right. Well, listen, I'm willing to do this too. I will tell you, I'd be willing to like trade a bag for a bag down the road, and we'll like try jerkies, and you can compare. Do a little taste off. That'd be cool too. You have this good, man. You should quit cigarettes. I mean, I'm not judging anyone that does, but don't. I just never got those. So, anyhow, my brother, shout out to my brother. He's crushing it. Can't wait to have it with you guys. I can't wait to see you guys get to enjoy it. Look out for the post this weekend. It's our Super Bowl special. Super limited quantities, probably like 10 bags of each. So, be ready for that. And you can only order it if we're shipping to you. That's our way to not charge shipping on it. So, anyone going to send me a video? These are the only people so far. Matt Maziarz, Chris Taylor, Aaron King, Larry Livingston, which is a long-awaited. And we got my boy Slam in the house. Nah, just kidding. He didn't say it. Yeah, he did. I was going to say. Here he is. What are you watching? Scuba? You scuba? Scuba Steve? You for scuba? Dude, come on, man. You got to do something better than that. No wonder you're in the dumps. You're literally watching scuba diving. Steven, I must have missed yours, man. Steven said he sent one too. Oh, you did. I'm sorry. I missed it. Here we go.
All right, Mike. Here we are out in my shop. Wife's up in upstate New York visiting the kids. I'm out in my shop. And I've been getting lit all day. So maybe I can hang on. I don't know. Let's see. But for now, we're going to go right here.
Is that a Tonka truck behind you?
There's a little roundabout of my shop. It's not much. It's just got a bunch of anyway.
Oh, you collect those.
On that bottle of Calico Jack. So here's to everybody.
Yeah, man. I drink to you, Steven. That's awesome.
And we'll top that off with a little bit of Mountain.
A little bit of the chorus. Tap the Rocky, Steve.
All right, let's get this on, fam.
All right. Hey, he couldn't have said it better
Here we
than anyone. Let's get it on. All right. Steven, thank you for kicking it off. Let's do it. We're going to rip a little faster this time. So, guys, if you came in the last one, it was kind of like a release day kind of thing. I like to take it slow. Wild card is awesome. I just, at the price point, I can open 3 boxes of that, so 24 autos, or I could open 1 box of Rookies and Stars coming out next week. Do I love Rookies and Stars? Absolutely. But the fact is, I can't even open 2 boxes of Rookies and Stars for close to the price point of this mix. And last box, even though we pulled 24 autos, but we also pulled a bunch of cool stuff out of this retail. And historically, I don't love absolute retail. I don't. And I don't love it this year. I don't hate it. If we pull a Kaboom, I'll be ecstatic. I will be buying more. But Kabooms aren't like Donruss and Downtowns. They seem harder to pull. But this is a fresh case of Donruss blasters too. So maybe we'll get lucky there. A lot of hope here. A lot of hope. All right, so we got Chase Brown, Dontavian Wicks, Mozzie Smith. What up, Tyler? Tyler, send us a video, man. Tyler, I haven't seen from you in a while. Dalton Kincaid. Tyler Thomas, a good dude. Takes his families to games. Even though he's a Seahawks fan, he takes his fam to Arizona Cardinals games. I don't quite get that. I would not do that to my kids. It's like, taking your Bills kids to like Patriots games. It's just taking them to. Don't visit the devil, man. Don't do it. There's a Chan. Oh, I didn't add you to the list? I will, dude. I am so sorry. Let me do this first. How about Stephon Diggs was pick 146. So for everyone saying he's a diva, just remember, that is like 30, 60, 90, 120. Round 5-ish. Slam, I got you on the list, man. I'm good. Shots and all, man, I still got you. I appreciate the reminder. Prism Hobby Blasters? I have not. But that's Stephon Diggs will go out to the Vikings. I like that they are doing that. One of my favorite inserts, not for looks, but for not value of card, but for value of content. I mean, footwork. Diggs was selected 5th round of the 2015 draft. See, I like this kind of stuff. I always said, if you're ever bored, you feel like you can't spend money on cards, you feel like you're dead in the hobby a little bit, go and look at this kind of stuff. This is cool. Expensive cards, Flawless, National Treasures, they don't have blurbs. You go to Score, Donruss, this kind of stuff. Even Absolute. I don't know if Absolute Hobby has this, but this is cool. So yeah, check that out. That's a really cool insert set as far as research goes. Michael Mayer. I said I'd be quick, and now I'm running my mouth. I apologize. Josh Jacobs. Oh, but you took him to an extra game this year, right, Tyler? That's fair enough. Fair enough. I get that. But I got to ask you, didn't you go to an extra one this year? Jamal Williams. I wish he would have had a better season. I like that dude. He was only a rookie in 2017. So the fact that there's Devin Witherspoon, Anthony Richardson. Earlier, Scott said Devin Witherspoon should have won Defensive Rookie of the Year. Will Anderson got it. This is going to go out to Jordan Addison. Cool introductions. I'm sure they have parallels of those too. So, Rich, tell me about the Prism Hobby Blasters. Orange Crack Ice. Message me. Give me a little bit more background info. I've never heard of a thing of Prism Hobby Blasters. In all my years of doing cards, I've never heard of such a thing as a hobby blaster. I've heard of like hybrid. So like H2 would be hobby, like retail hobby hybrid. That's what that means. There's Target, Fanatics, and Walmart blasters, and they all have different inserts. Steel City has a. All right, so Jason wasn't in last break, guys. So I'm gonna like do a little butt kissing here. Jason, I was telling, if it wasn't for 3 Kings of Cardboard on eBay back in the day, I would not be doing this. I was singing your praises. How you are the nicest dude in the hobby. But Scott, don't laugh. They could be like there are things like hobby hybrid is like H2 is a hobby hybrid. So I don't want to laugh at it. That's what I was asking. Hobby blasters are not unheard of. Leaf has done hobby blasters, which have 3 autos and then like a base kit. So it's not like it's unheard of. There's a Will Levis, Trevor Lawrence. So, but like as far as Prism goes, I've never heard of a hobby blaster. I wouldn't put it past them. Will McDonald. So Jason, I told him how like I said 500 people, and I was like, wait, there were only like 20 eBay breakers at the time. Billy Sims. And I said, I never thought you'd be the guy to respond because you were very quiet then. Remember, your face wasn't on the screen. You were like, Luke Musgrave. That's a Mac Jones. Gardner Minshew. Duro, right? There's a Hayden Hurst Silver. We got Javon Curse, Christian Walken. You were so shy, I felt like. I feel like I brought Jason a little bit out of his shell. I've done the same thing for my wife. It has not served me well. I've taken her too far. I may have done the same thing to Jason's dad at the National last year. I've gotten him in trouble already. We learned that there is a limit to getting people out of their shell. So, like, Jason's dad was like, no, don't ask him. Hey, you want to go out tonight? He's like, hell yeah, let's go out. And Jason's like, dude, shut the fuck up. No, I'm just kidding. Like, I knew Jason's dad was a party animal when he was like, don't ask him. I was like, oh shit, this is going to be awesome. I was like, don't ask him. I was like, hey, yo, you want to go out? He's like, dude, shut the fuck up. Your dad and I got along very well that night because I'm the same way. I don't say no to shit. So your dad was like, no, I'll go. I thought your dad was going to play dueling pianos that night. I really did. I thought he was going to be a dude that played dueling pianos. He didn't. He just hung out. He would make the ultimate wingman. Dude, he's so cool. His dad is awesome. And it's so crazy because he's like the opposite of Jason. Not that Jason's not awesome, but Jason is quiet, cool, calm, collected. Like, very like, just, yeah, everyone have a good time. And his dad's like, show your titties! No, he ain't that bad. He ain't like that. But his dad is wild. His dad's fun. I can't get Jason, like, I'll come into the room at 3 a.m. I'll be like, wake the fuck up. And I'll be like, dry humping Jason on a bed. And Jason will be like, dude, go to sleep. I'm like, I can't. I got to break 3 breaks. And Jason's like, God damn it. I'm not ever letting this dude sleep with me again. So he sticks me with the worst roommates ever. And then I met Corey and I touched his toes. Dude, are you guys going? I'm getting excited for National as we talk, Jason. Are y'all going to National this year in Cleveland, Ohio? Who couldn't get excited about Cleveland? Jason knows I'm not excited about Cleveland. Like, I don't understand why that city gets one, but Atlantic City's like, nah, we're good. Cleveland? Yeah! Atlantic City? Nah. What is there to do in Cleveland? Oh, Alex? Alex doesn't even respond to texts, let alone conversations in person. Dude, I can't get Alex to talk to me, man. He used to be my best friend. I don't know what's wrong with that dude. He didn't like me. I don't know. He lived with us, man. Max Dugan with the swatch. Come on, man. Give me a little downtown action now. Where's the draft this year? Cleveland rocks. Wasn't that Drew Carey show? Was that the Drew Carey show, Cleveland? He doesn't answer you either. Dude, I get that. Like, it's like a personality, right? It's in Detroit. Why aren't we going? I stand by my statement, Slam, that I do believe the Bills-Lions game is going to be our Thanksgiving game. Dalton Kincaid for the Bills Ricky, that's 2 nice Bills cards. And a Poyer? Come on now. Let's talk, Ricky. I need those cards. I need those cards, Ricky. Give me them cards. So as you see, I'm trying to go a little faster this time. I'll try to shut my trap a little bit. JSN. Anybody else want to send videos? Get on the shot thing? Right now I'm at about... Oh, Larry sent another one. Larry, I can only count you once on the video credit. But right now we're at about $10 credit. You can double it if you guys get me going. We can go up to $20 credit. The more we go, the more I space it out. But right now it would be just one. Puka Nakua. Jason, why don't you send a video, man? Jason, send me a video, man. We got to see you taking a shot. You got a little break room. Jason building his little break room house. Will Anderson. We pulled a 1 out of 2 auto of his. Jason heard me going off. He's like, dude, I'm getting out of here before he calls me out. Man, I'm torn because I always look at the draft like New Year's Eve. It just seems like something that's cool to see on TV and shoot a picture of your... Oh, no, don't do that. Why are you in a hotel room? Are you at another card show? Stop going to those without inviting me. This is how much Jason doesn't love me. I love Jason. I'm like, hey, dude, tell me about your next card show. He's like, oh, definitely, I will. And I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, at a card show. I'm like, what? Where? Oh, it's only in your favorite place ever, Nashville, Tennessee. Why don't you tell me? Oh, you want to go? Yeah, I told you last time I wanted to go. Oh, I'll tell you next time. 2 months later. 3 hours later. Where you at, Jason? At a card show? In Las Vegas. Great time. You should be here. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? He doesn't love me. He pretends he does, but he doesn't. I'm just kidding. Jason is so good to me, man. That dude talks. I told him last time, you talk to me more than my wife does. If it weren't for you, I probably would have been long gone by now. Dude, Josh, I'm with you. I'm all about experiencing something, but there are some things I said I don't want to experience. And one of those things is New Year's Eve in Times Square. I have no interest in that. It's not my thing, right? And then the other thing I have no interest in is like, unless the draft just, here we go, box is empty. The draft just seems very, I don't know. It's one of those things I like to break more than I want to go to. Kind of like the Super Bowl. I'll tell you this. Even if the Bills were in the Super Bowl, I don't think I'd want to go to the Super Bowl. It's just one of those things that's better to enjoy at home. Matthew Bergeron out of 25. Is that Chicago? Our card's cheaper in Alabama. I know Alabama does not have a lottery. You know you can't play scratch-offs or gamble. Like they don't even have lottery tickets in Alabama. Incest, that's cool. But scratch-offs, nah. The old Drake, like, nah, we're good. Fuck your sister? Yep. Scratch-offs? Sorry, Jason, but I mean, it's true. Another fact about Alabama. Now I'm dogging Jason because he didn't invite me to the place he says I don't want to go. It's like when you tell people, like, nah, you wouldn't like this party. It's horrible. Then why'd you go, motherfucker? Now I'm going to dog Jason a little bit. You know, another fact about Alabama? They never had a player score a point in a Super Bowl. How about that, Alabama? How about that, Alabama? You didn't even have a point in a Super Bowl. Matt Landers. 2 out of 25. Matt Landers. Jason, you don't wake the beast, man. You don't want to get on my bad side. No, I'm just kidding. Jason really is the dude. I'm just jealous. He's there without me. Carolina Panthers. Family tree going straight up. Oh man, that's rough. That the tree's crooked. A little lopsided tree. That's great. Glad you're in here, Jason. I tell Jason to come in and then like I'm a dick to him the whole time. Michael Wilson for the Arizona Cardinals, 27 out of 50. Oh my gosh, Scott. Stop. That's just mean. And then Emil Ikuyor Jr. This is the first name I have never heard of, but we're going to see where he's at. Could be an NIL guy. Could be like our next Will Anderson. Go figure. I think he's a Bama guy. He is. Signed with the Indianapolis Colts. One thing I will say about Wildcard, even with their dudes, is that they don't put guys in the product that weren't at least drafted. And he's active. He is active with the Colts. He's a practice squad member, but he does go to the Colts. 3 out of 10 going out to Kalani. Tyler, that's not true, but I did want to. I wanted to block you, but I didn't block you. You didn't say my wife didn't marry me for my looks. You said she was way too good for me. I think that was the word. Or she was way too beautiful for me. It wasn't like... That right there is a like backhanded compliment. Like, she didn't marry you for her looks. He could have been like, oh, he's got like a great personality, a lot of money, a big dick. You were like, nah. You were like, no, you just don't deserve that bitch. There was a difference in the way you said it, Tyler. Julius Brents, 10 out of 50 for the Colts. Don't let Tyler fool you. Tyler was not that nice about it. Tyler pretends he was like, oh, I told you he's just like better looking than you. Bullshit. Tyson Bagent out of 25 going to the Bears. There you go, Kibler. That's our second one. I'm not saying he's wrong, Scott. No one ever said he's wrong. Don't be a dick, Scott. Don't be that dude. I didn't say he was wrong. No one ever argued with him. But that's not what he said. And Ivan Pace for the Minnesota Vikings out of 10. Minnesota going to Daniel Peters. You don't have to say anything, Scott. I mean, emojis speak words. That's why we have them, man. You know? Even if you were like, ... Scott's replying, but then don't reply. I was like, I know what you were going to say, motherfucker. You know? Not the guy I wanted. But hey, it is a 1 of 2 Bryce Ford Wheaton. That was our worst box yet. That's our 4th box. He goes out to the Giants. But I will say, worst one yet. And if that's our worst one, I'm okay with it. But I hope it's our worst one. We did get a Tyson Bagent. We're going to do another one before we go back to retail. And then, guys, we have a third break going on tonight. Now, remember, the thing about Automania this year is they are doing a case hit, which is a die cut, very limited checklist, which is like Stroud, Purdy, Bagents on that list. But most of them are like high-end names. There's only like 12 names on the list. Your wife thinks you're pretty. She's crazy. My wife does not think that, and she's still crazy. She's right on that, but she's crazy nonetheless. She had to be crazy to marry me, let's be honest. Oh, I would do that. Now, Josh, I'll do that over the draft. You say we're going gold mining in Alaska? Boom, done. Let's talk about it. Isaiah Foskey, 7 out of 8. See the Ravens? So there are a few guys that, for whatever reason, they couldn't get in pro unis. He is the New Orleans Saints. So that he came out of Notre Dame, yep. So that goes out to the Saints, 7 out of 8. Even with the college uni, these parallels. And again, guys, when you get these, it's like the beef jerky I talked about earlier. You're not going to appreciate it till you get it in your hands. I'm telling you, these cards look so good. And who, me? I'd be a great catch in Alabama. I mean, Jason likes me. That makes sense. Henry 20202. It goes out to the, he's got a lot of T's and O's. Man, if this was a round of Wheel of Fortune, you just made bank. I'll take a T. I'd like to buy a vowel O. I'd like to solve the puzzle. Henry, that last word, out of 7 for the Houston Texans, going out to Chris Taylor. Dude, I am a good cuddler. It is my strength. And I give great massages. Cuddles and massages, strong points. Adetomiwa Adebawore. We pulled him this week, and I cannot tell you where he was. We pulled him out of Absolute. He goes out to the Colts. Oh, see, man. I will tell you this, Slam. Your wife and I would get along. That's all I want to do. And my wife hates cuddling. And I'm like, just cuddle me. Stop. Give me your feet. I want to, I want my legs to intertwine with yours. I'm a toucher, man. Jordan Addison, Automania. That is a 4 out of 5. Minnesota Vikings. Daniel Peters. Boom, baby. That's a nice one. Dude, I'm telling you, I don't know how it's coming across the camera, but this card is super clean. Three nights? Really? Talk to me in like 4 weeks, dude. We'll have a conversation, Slam. Osiris Torrance for the Buffalo Bills out of 35. He actually got some time this year. Going out to Ricky. I have a feeling our short print's going to be good. Anthony Johnson goes out to the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's going to be out of 25 to Pitt. They put his sticker on upside down. I'm 95% sure that sticker got put on upside down. I'm going to check the other break, and I'm going to have to message Ty at Wildcard. Be like, yo, dude. Darius Rush out of 10. Goes out to the Pittsburgh Steelers as well. I think this card's going to be big in here if I had to guess. Oh, you're still going to give her a kid? That's nice of you. Don't do it. Just don't. It's not. It's for the Green Bay Packers. Jaden Reed, 2 of 3. Card looks good. Very similar to the Jordan Addison. Our best cards out of the first 2 boxes were wide receivers. And we had a Tyson Bagent. And we're not done. We got another one. And we got some retail to rip. But we're going to put this Jordan Addison up here. Out of 5. But the Reed is out of 3 short print. The short prints are encased. All right, here we go. Anyone else send me a video? I love that you guys are hanging out, man. Thanks for dealing with me. Larry on sent a message. Larry, I was still gonna play it, dude. What? Because I didn't give you credit. You're not gonna let me see it. It's kind of messed up. No one else is going to send me a video? You're in. Do I have to do that thing where... Why is it some weekends you guys are like crazy on the videos, and then some weekends you're like, leave me hanging? It is only 12:46. We got 6 people. I can only give away $10 credit. But if we get up to 10, I will make it $20 credit. $10. Get me there, guys. Get me there. Let's get a kaboom. If we get a kaboom, everyone's taking a shot. Or I'm not shipping it. We'll do Prism first. Jordan Addison's drunk. He's over here stumbling around. Oh, it's so early there. So it's only like 9:46. Did you rent that? How much did it cost to rent Wonka? I mean, at this point, Steven, it may take you and I getting drunk together. I'm just going to be honest. Last time McGinn won $20 credit, guessing 101. All the lively people are in bed. They have lives. It's Friday night. I told my kids they could play Oculus this weekend. He goes, it's Friday. It is the weekend. I'm like, I'm married with kids. The weekend starts tomorrow. It's still a work day. Emmanuel Forbes, Tyler Higbee, Zach Charbonnet. There we go. Nice one for the Seahawks. Puka Nakua and Surtain. TJ Watt, Defensive Player of the Year. And there we go. There's a press-proof Keon White. That's cool. I haven't seen those yet. We've opened a lot, and I have not seen one of those. Pretty cool. That looks like a stamped press-proof Keon White for the Patriots. Ew. That goes out to a Dolphins fan. I don't even have to ship it. Rashee Rice. Dolphins fans have me a little twisted right now. They're trying to get into the Bills fans' head. Aaron Jones. Mathau. And a Mathau base. Wait, Voodoo has it for like free? How much is a Voodoo account? All right, Scott, go on. Tell me how that works. Stay strong, Slam. I won't take one if you don't want me to. I'm a little upset Larry deleted. I'm ready to like pull on Larry's video to take one. I'm taking one after the Donruss Blaster before we do the last hobby. This is number 2, man. Labeled at the top. Number 2. I know, it's late, Greg, but you're in Canada, right? So you're like already on tomorrow. Isn't that how time zones work? Just kidding. Sorry. What time is it there? What do you mean what time is it there? I'm 2 hours away. Yeah, it's 1 a.m. here too. So you're right, we're same time. It is Friday, right? Let's have some fun. Only losers are sleeping right now. And people who want to have a good day tomorrow. I'm glad there's 19 of you guys hanging out with me. I mean, like I said, I wanted to get to this earlier, but apparently it was movie night. We started Orion in the Dark, but... Oh, you hijack his Voodoo. So, like, what's it cost to rent it on Voodoo? Technically, it is Saturday. Oh, you didn't send him? Pixar, it didn't happen, dude. Pittman. Michael Mayer. DTR Green. I mean, for the sake of this, I mean, how many people are sending these in to get graded? So we went through the stage where everything got sent in to get graded, right? There's going to be this like weird phase where nobody sends stuff in because everyone was sending stuff in. I hate grading. But at what point is it like, hey, there's this window where there's not a lot, Anthony Richardson, there's not a lot of that graded. Green, Josh Allen for the Bills. The Bills continue to crush this break on the retail side of things. Jake Moody and a Brock Purdy draft diamonds. Pick 262. The bright lights were never too much for Purdy. Oh, they don't talk about him being the throwaway pick. Crazy. I was hoping they mentioned something about Mr. Irrelevant there. Hayner, Miles Murphy, Mingo, Doug Baldwin on the rock out. Rock out! No Kaboom yet. Porter, Schoonmaker, Pollard Green. We're going to Talking Shop Bijan. Bijan there going to the Falcons. All right, guys. We have a Donruss Blaster, maybe a downtown because it came from a fresh case. But before we do that, I'm actually going to take my shot before that. I've never done it either. I paid for 3 to get graded, and I've never sent them in. And they took my money. They did offer to, like when I spoke with them at the National, they're like, oh, just give us your order number. I'm like, At this point, I'm over it. It was like $80. Now that company, that was HGA, and I like HGA, and I like their slabs, but they've changed ownership like 8 times now. All right. This one goes out to Jason, because without Jason, we would not be here right now. Shout out to Three Kings and Jason. Love you, buddy. Can't wait for the National. Apparently, no one's going to Cleveland, Jason. It's just us. Hiya! That was a full bottle of tequila when we started my day. Yikes! Blah. I guess it's better than drinking at the bar and driving home drunk, right? I gotta tell myself that. Oh man, I saw Barkley on the back of that pack. That's what I'm saying, Scott. I'm telling you, man. People are like, Cleveland, yeah, best national. Atlantic City with gambling and casinos, nah. I just don't get it. Now Jason knows a bit more about this, but they actually voted on this year, so it's absolutely in this year's in Cleveland, without a doubt. It goes back to Chicago every other year. All this information Jason taught me, so if I'm wrong, blame Jason. But no, and then every other year it's like at an alternate location. Apparently they tried West Coast, it didn't work. It used to be Atlantic City every alternate time. People didn't like it. It is the facility itself was hard to get in and out of, even as a customer. But as a dealer, I couldn't imagine. In Chicago, you drive your car into it. Jason and I set up. Again, another reason Jason's awesome. He had a connection. We were able to set up in front of the main stage in 2019. It was one of the coolest experiences of my life. I would not have had without Jason. But I will say that there's Sean Clifford. That made it super easy. However, at the same time, I get people saying they don't, but I heard internet is always a problem in Cleveland, and that's big with breakers. First year I went with my dad, none of the breakers could connect to the internet. It was a big thing. Do you remember that, Jason? The breakers couldn't connect, because when I came home, the other thing was PayPal shut a bunch of accounts down that week. Dalton Kincaid. And they could not connect. They couldn't accept payments. It was a fiasco, apparently. Well, the problem is, Scott, is that Topps does a big thing in Vegas, too. So... Oh, they are doing Chicago 2 years in a row. I thought Atlantic City was awesome. I mean, I had a great time. Now, Jason may not say the same because... do we have a Kaboom? Remember, this is a fresh case. There's a good chance we have a Kaboom in this case somewhere. Jared Goff production line and Tashawn Gibson. But I came up very late, and then even after I got done breaking, I would go back down and gamble at slot machines. I liked it. It was cool. Saquon Barkley. Oh, so anyhow, I talked about this at the beginning. Saquon Barkley, there's a big push that the Bills fan base thinks we should trade James Cook and go get Barkley. Stop that. Don't do that. The dude has one of the most epic yards per carry lines you've ever seen. Maybe it's Allen. It's definitely not our offensive line. But dude, you know what the best ability is? Availability. It's why I love Josh Allen, and it's why I love James Cook, and it's why I like any player. I don't want a dude that is one cut away from being unavailable for the entire season. Why are you saying Donruss? What did I say? Michael Wilson, Arizona Cardinals, 4 out of 15. What did I say, Nate? How long is on his contract, Slam? Is he done after this year? Oh, that'll play. 5 out of 5. Oh, I meant downtown. There are downtowns in Donruss Blasters. That goes out to the Detroit Lions, Jason Mello. Pro Look Uni, Hendon Hooker, 5 out of 5. Hooker, I barely know her. That'll play. True, but they're not going to change that if they want to go after Caleb Williams. I just talked about that this week, Steven. Dude, I'm telling you, Josh, I don't want to like oversell it because I know you're in here and you're probably going to be like, I don't want to like, pour salt in a wound. But that is the coolest looking Hendon Hooker I've seen yet. I'm telling you, dude, these like it looks like almost like a disco out of Prism. If I have to really compare it. And I know it's a sticker and it's wild card, but it's Pro Look Uni. You can't see the emblems. I like the look, the way they did the photo. It is numbered out of 5. The auto's clean. It's like Disco Prism is what it feels like. Yeah, the green, like the teal and the, yeah, I see that. Emil Ikoria Jr. Did we pull him earlier? I don't think so. So again, the Zay Flowers 101. We're 6 boxes in at this point. I'm gonna do like a little recap of my feelings on Automania after we get through a full case. This goes out to the Colts. So Jason, that's a great, like what Jason just said is huge. I'm so tired of overpaying for quarterbacks in the NFL, especially guaranteed contracts. Can you imagine you getting Russell Wilson at a massive discount? He might not be great, but dude, it's silly not to like give him a chance. When you draft guys like Mac Jones in the first round and you're like, oh, maybe he'll be good. And you have a dude like Russell Wilson that has a Super Bowl ring on his belt. Osiris, that goes to the Buffalo Bills, second one, this one out of 10. You really think so? Goff? So the thing I hear about Goff is that like he needs a leader as a coach. Will McDonald going out to the Jets out of 15. This conversation right here that I'm reading, all about Wilson, Barkley, Goff. I'm just going to say this. This offseason is going to be wild. Like, it's... I just feel like the NFL moving forward with the dollars on quarterbacks, people are going to have to try to save, right? Like, we saw what... If you have not learned from Kyler Murray, Deshaun Watson, like Russell Wilson, when are people going to learn? They're just like cool with that? Bergeron. We looked him up before. I'm going to have to look him up again. I think he's the Falcons. Remember, guys, we have another one to go, and I appreciate you hanging out with me tonight. This actually does go to the Falcons. I'm learning. There's a few I don't know. You talking about Cousins? Well, Baker, listen. So they always say that a quarterback gets paid for what he's going to do, not what he's done. Baker made $4 million this year and got him to the playoffs. Let's just remember, Baker was the first pick of the 2018 draft. He got drafted ahead of Allen, Lamar Jackson, and then there's Josh Rosen and Sam Darnold and Mason Rudolph. Zach Pickens out of 25 for the Bears. Why would you want your quarterback to make more? That's silly. The only reason they have what they have is because he doesn't. Tua makes more than For the Green Bay Packers, 1 of 1, Lucas Van Ness going out to Jamar. That's a cool looking card. Not a huge name, but a very cool looking card. Imagine the Stroud in that. 1 of 1, Van Ness. I've held on to 2 Baker autos for a very long time because I just still think he's that dude. Like we give up on quarterbacks so soon in the NFL anymore. We do. You look at like even guys like Jordan Love got written off. They were like, nah. I believe this about Trey Lance too. Trey Lance might be that guy yet. And for what it's worth, remember, a report came out that said Bill Belichick wanted to draft Davis Mills, but Crafts told him they wanted a first-round quarterback, so they went Mac Jones. So if you believe in Brady, believe that Mills has the potential to be like that kind of dude. If you believe in that, you know, that whole kind of transitionary property. Jamar says, I like it. The Godfather has spoken. All right, Richardson base, Charbonnet laser, Puka Nakua base. That is a press proof print. I have not seen one of these yet. For the Patriots, Keon White, Rashi Rice laser rookie, Will Levis base, Will McDonald and Luke Musgrave and Anthony Richardson out of Absolute. We also have all these that are going to get sleeves. Talking about the wild card, Jason, the camera does not do it justice. I'm telling you, man. This is the nicest set wild cards put out yet. Now, I will say that Wild Chrome, when I first opened it, I was like, and that grew on me a lot. But this out of the gate looks great. Like, I'll get to this in a minute, but dude, that card looks so good. Even the Addison. Let me get through this. Like, especially at price point. Jason, I was saying it earlier. You can get 3 boxes of this or 1 box of Rookies and Stars. 24 autos or 2 autos and 2 patches with a couple number cards. Give me like a little mix with some of that wild card. Jason knows I've been struggling. I told them, Jason, I was honest with them. I was like, I got 1 box coming and I want to buy more, but at $450, like I heard back from Blowout, they have none available. The only price I can find it is $450, and if I'm going to break it, I have to up it at least $50, right? Like reasonably. So you're talking about $500 to break Rookies and Stars. We always say it's underrated. Now it's overrated. At what point does a price make a product overrated? I want to love it. I love the inserts. I love the product. I'm annoyed. And Jason knows. He heard it. He goes, I can hear you're stressed in your voice this week. It all has to do with the fact that like Rookies and Stars screwed me, man. Like I don't understand why it got so expensive. We talk too well about it. Pete Fuller with the Chargers. I'm hurt, man. This is one of my favorite products. I'm hurt. That's my quarterback. That's my Rookies and Stars. Zach Pickens for the Chicago Bears. Going to Steven Kibler. Steven, you said you'd send shots, but you didn't. Scott, that's where I'm at. Like, Jason talked me off the ledge. I was like, I'm ordering some. I have to have some. And Jason's like, why don't you wait a little bit? I was like, all right. Matthew Bergeron for the Falcons. Atlanta Falcons going out to Seth. He's like, wait a little bit. I'm like, all right, cool. I don't want to. I want more. Will McDonald for the Jets going out to Jamar. All right, Aaron, I'll check. And then Osiris Torrance for the Buffalo Bills going out to Ricky. Emil Ikiori for the Colts. Someone said, what country did we go to? This isn't a soccer break. Michael Wilson for the Arizona Cardinals going to Sinek. Sinek, you got 2 of those tonight. How'd you do? Darius Rush out of 10 going out to Pitt. And Anthony Johnson for Pittsburgh as well. We also have Osiris Torrance for the Bills. Adebawore for the Colts. Henry 202. There you go, Chris. You got one. I know it's not a Stroud. Last break was like Stroud everywhere. Foskey going out to the Saints. New Orleans Saints going out to McGinn. Where's McGinn at tonight? Scott, that's always my question. So I feel like they price it like because Absolute did well and Phoenix did so well. So like Rookies and Stars is going to do well. But my comment to Jason was like, but like they at least have case hits. Prism, Absolute, Donruss. They have Phoenix doesn't even necessarily have case hits, and we've seen it. It's come down. Like Phoenix has come down a bit. What? I liked Rookies and Stars, and it was underrated. What was my quote? Rookies and Stars is underrated. It meant it was cheap for its value. It doesn't mean it's a fucking awesome product that we should all go get. It meant it was underrated because it was like fucking $200 a box, $300 a box, even during COVID, $400 a box. But you're going to put it out this year without Stroud, without Young Autos, and you're going to make it $450 a box? I can't. You're not going to convince me it's worth it. Jason, tell me it's not before I buy some. I rely on Jason to talk me off a ledge every day. Jason's like, breathe, take a breath. Julius Brents for the Indianapolis Colts. He does. He like talks me off a ledge. Emil is also going to the Colts there. Another Michael Wilson going out to the Arizona Cardinals. And then Matt Landers going out to Carolina. Well, Scott, I get mad because I want to rip stuff for our group. And in products I believe in, like Phoenix, I like ripping. I even said I didn't love Absolute at its price point, but I get the chase. Like that Herbert we pulled is over I don't know if the value is cool, but the last one sold was over $800. That's pretty cool for a vet, third year, third kaboom. You know, imagine pulling like a good one. Matthew Bergenson for the Falcons going out to Seth. Jamie, he has that much. He's an influencer. Luke Van Ness, Green Bay Packers, Jamar, 1 of 1. How about a Tyson Badgett out of 25 for the Chicago Bears? And another one for the Packers, Jaden Reed. Good break for you, Jamar. And then Bryce Ford Wheaton, 1 of 2 for the New York Giants or the New Jersey Giants. We're not done. We got 2 more cards here. I mean, come on, 25 a spot. How about a Jordan Addison, Minnesota Vikings out of 5 going out to Daniel Peters, and a Hendon Hooker, Detroit Lions, Jason Mello. 5 of 5. All right, 2 $5 hitless credits. What time is it? 1:10, and we got another one of these? Who's coming with me? Who's coming with me? I'm wake up like Tom Cruise in the morning, like, what did I do? What happened? Y'all come and hang out? I hope you do. Jason, I feel like there was a stage where I was doing that for you, and now you're doing it for me. I'm like, I'm going to buy. Don't buy. I'm going to come. Don't come. I'm going to come. That's where I'm at. Don't you come. I'm going to come. For those of you who don't know, look it up. That's a great quote. Hawks and Jaguars is Christine and Jay. We're going to give away 2 spots in the Super Bowl. Vandal. I had to turn my heater off. I'm getting sleepy. Guys, I need you to come back in and hang out with me. Give me 10 minutes. I'm going to be live for number 3. Don't leave me hanging, man. That would be boring. It would be like a baseball break at night. Tennessee Titans and Packers. Mike and Jamar, you are in. I do have to rewrite this yet, but for now we're doing this. Mike Haralambis and Jamar. We're going to have a nice prize because we have a lot of names. All right, guys, I'm logging off. I'll be back in a few. Give me a few minutes.